Check, 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 check. All right, let's see here. All right, all right, all right. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. What's up, Big Mike? Oh yeah, let's get it. Let's go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, woo! Hey, yo. I am. No, 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 Faith. The volume is good. You just on YouTube and Facebook, y'all can't hear my music. Because I don't know, for some reason, when it goes through the speakers, only the TikTokers and Instagrammers can hear it. But I just turned it off. So you should be able to hear me now. All right, y'all. I am back. Look, y'all, I know I haven't been going live that much because y'all, I've been filming some TV shows. I've been filming some TV shows, and so I don't really have as much time. But that's going to end very soon, and you guys will get just more of Coach Ken, aka the. Whoa, my joint ended. Okay, it ended. So I don't know what happened here on Instagram. Let's see if we can get back on. Um, let's see if we can get back on. I don't know what happened. But anyway, what's up, Gangster Hatton? Hey, Sonya, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, look, we missed y'all at the last show. Um, we are having our finale in this area on Saturday. If y'all can come out, but we did miss y'all. My wife was looking for you, but anyway, good to see you. So tonight, oh, you. I'm gonna tell you, me and Tammy got y'all gonna have to watch next season. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So anyway, tonight we're gonna really talk about something. And because I think I'm gonna go live every day this week. No, I stand corrected. I'm gonna go live Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm going to do a short series, like a preacher. I'm gonna do a short series called Candid Conversations. Candid Conversations, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And well, before I get into all that, before I ain't gonna even get into it just yet. But what I want to do first off, before I get into it, is number one, let me greet you properly. And first of all, I'd like to ask you, what is your name and your name and where you're checking in from? You tell me where you're checking in from so I can properly welcome you to my live platform. Some of you have been with me a long time, and I may have some new people, but I want to welcome you properly. So if you would, give me your name and where you're checking in from so I can welcome you. We got Joanna from Florida in the building. Susan from Washington, D.C. Welcome in the building. Faith from NYC. Welcome. We got Maria from Connecticut. Joyce from ATL. Charlene from Columbus, Ohio. Miss Tina. Don't tell me where. Sandra from Bermuda in the building. Respect and love, my friend from Chicago. Andy from South Africa. Tara from California. KB from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Big Mike, my guy from the A. Deja from Detroit. Lisa from Texas in the building. Brenda from NYC, welcome. Natasha from South Carolina. Glennish from Atlanta, welcome. We got Nadine from, is that Los Lunas, New Mexico in the building. We've got someone from Melbourne, Australia, or is that Melbourne, Florida? Australia in the building. Cholanda from Detroit. Olivia from Texas. Sweets from Texas in the building. All right, who else we got here? Rochelle from Canada. We got Janice from South Carolina. Giselle from Florida in the building. Welcome. Deborah from Michigan in the building. Stephanie from Alabama in the building. Thank you. Tasha from Staten Island, New York in the building. So look, welcome from wherever you're from, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, the doctor, aka Coach Ken, aka the professor, aka coach, aka asshole. I'm a lot of AKAs, but one thing I am is a transformation specialist. Yeah. So tonight, Teresa from Jacksonville, Mississippi, welcome. So tonight, here's what we're going to talk about. All right. I want to say this. Now, a lot of times in life, y'all, things don't always work out as we planned them. And I want to go a little bit deeper with that. How many of you have ever, I want y'all to listen to me tonight because I'm going to take my time. How many of you, and if you stay with me to the end, I got a prize for you. I'm not all the way to the end. I may give the prize to you midway, but stay with me. I got something for you. But how many of you, I want you to think for a moment, in your life, how many things have gone exactly how you planned it? Now, I want you to think about what I'm asking you. Anything that has happened for you, good, bad, or ugly, how many things in your life have gone exactly how you planned them in your mind? Now, I would venture to say not many, if any. Now, you may have gone, some of you have planned to be married by a certain age. I'm going to have children by a certain age. I'm going to have the big house. I'm going to be, and you planned it all out. How many of you planned out your careers? I'm going to take this path. I'm going to have X number of dollars saved up and all of that and all of those things. And how many of those things have gone exactly how you planned it? Almost nothing, right? Now, why do I say that? Because that is the way life was designed. You see, the reason why life is designed that way is because adversity builds our character, all right? It helps us to become. And so I say that because what I'm going to tell you tonight, a lot of people say that I believe in energy and I believe in the law of attraction. And a lot of people say we attract what we desire. And we don't. We don't attract what we desire. We attract who we are. You see, a lot of us may be a really negative person, but you desire to have someone in your life positive. But you keep attracting negative people and you can't figure out why that is. Well, let Coach explain it to you. You don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. You see, if you're a negative person and your energy is negative, and that energy is negative, your vibration is on a negative or toxic frequency, you're going to attract that because that is what's emanating from you. All right, we just getting started. That is what's emanating from you. I know it is hard to believe because the candid conversations we're going to talk about tonight in this 3-part series is the candid conversations of why should we have them and who should we have them with. You see, think about this. What we're going to talk about tonight, is number one, we're going to talk about candid conversations and why you should have those candid conversations, number one, with yourself. You see, if you're ever going to grow and you're ever going to attract the things that you want in your life, you're going to have a candid conversation with oneself. And here's why. Because I want you to think about something, y'all. Many of us want people in our lives who compliment us. Some of us want people to complete us. But either way, we want to experience love. We want to experience somebody loving us, caring about us, right? But we can't figure out why it is I cannot attract the person that I desire. And I will venture to tell you, and I'm going to give you an example right now after I give you, I would venture to tell you, it is not what you want that is keeping you from attracting it. It is who you are that is keeping you from attracting it. Ooh, tonight. And so let me take you to one of my clients. So one of my clients, I always tell you stories of my clients because I don't tell you stories of people I read about. I tell you stories of people that I live with, that I grow with, that I evolve with, that I coach. These are people who come to me, and when they come to me, I always tell people don't call me if everything is good. If everything is good, everything in their life is good, relationship good, everything good, they normally don't call me. They normally, unless they're calling me to tell me that things are good now. Thank you, Coach, for helping me navigate through the tough time. Thank you, Coach, for giving me the blueprint. Thank you, Coach, for helping me become a better version of me. Now I've attracted someone who loves me for me, someone who's into me. And so I'll start there. Let's start here. So I have a client, and this particular client is a wonderful person. She is a wonderful human being. And when we met, she came to me and she says, Coach, why do I keep getting the same results? Why do I keep attracting the same type of person? Why do I keep attracting people who are not into me, who playing games? Why do I keep attracting that? And then what I said something that I think kind of shook her. I said, tell me what you say when you speak to yourself, when you have candid conversations with yourself. She said, what? I said, now when you have candid conversations, when you're talking to yourself, what do you say? And she thought I was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She said, first thing came out of her mouth was, I don't want a man that cheats. I don't want a man who got this many baby mamas. I don't want a man who does this, who does that, who does this. And she told me everything that she did not want. And as I listened, I let her talk. I began listening and I began listening. And throughout the conversation, all she kept saying was of the things that she did not want. And so when she got finished, I said this. I said, do you know why you keep attracting that person? I said, because you keep telling me what you don't want. And all of your energy is focused on what you don't want. What you don't want. I don't want this. I don't want a person that cheats. And if you notice, you keep getting people that cheat. And she was like, yeah. She's like, wait a minute. And then I said, write this down, y'all. Somebody write this down. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where attention goes, energy flows. And I said to her, I said, you keep telling me what you don't want. That is where your attention goes to. And now that's where the energy flows. Your energy, everything you told me, the energy of, I don't want a man that cheats. Now what happens? The energy is flowing to that thought process, that vibration, and now I keep attracting someone who cheats. I'm going to break this down. We ain't going to get too deep. I said, instead of doing that, and this is, we started coaching about 8 months ago. And I said, I am going to help you with your mindset. The first thing I'm going to help you is the conversation. We're going to change the conversations we have with ourselves. I said, instead of talking to your subconscious mind, I'm going to get into the subconscious and the conscious mind next. Y'all, I'm on here tonight. Somebody's life going to be changed. Somebody's life going to be changed. I said, what I want you to do, instead of telling me what you don't want, we're going to change the language, the conversation you're having with yourself about what you do want. Now, watch this. We're going to change the language. The language, instead of telling me I don't want a man to cheat, we're going to change the language to, I am attracting a man who is monogamous. I am attracting a man who's just into me, who just wants me. I'm attracting a man that loves me unconditionally and only me. Notice what I've done. I didn't talk about what I don't want. I begin focusing on what I do want. Now, you might think that nuanced thing doesn't make any difference. You may think it doesn't make any difference. Au contraire, mon frère. It makes a tremendous difference because the energy behind what I don't want is on a low vibrational frequency. Low vibrational frequency. Now, but because the energy of what I do want is on a high frequency. Now, y'all, it's a nuanced thing, but our brain is wired, if we've been talking to ourselves negatively, to be on a low vibration. I want y'all to think of energy like this. And some of people out there, when I said it on one of my lives, some people out there was like, oh, that's a new age thing. I'm a Christian and it ain't. I'm a Christian too. You're just dumb because you don't understand it. You think it is not incongruent in alignment with God's spirituality and Christian spirituality, but it is. And I think I'm gonna do a whole, I think I'm gonna do a whole live on that one day and debunking that. But again, I don't want to get into that low vibrational frequency myself. And so what I do is I focus on high vibration. You see, low vibration, it's science, y'all. So get this. Scientists can measure emotions. They measure thoughts, all right? And so when they measure thoughts, they say sorrow and shame vibrate at a certain frequency, at about between 30 and 50 megahertz. They measure this, but they say gratitude vibrates at 300 megahertz. Now, let me give you the science of it. The science of it is that when there was a dude in the 1950s, his name was Canion. He created this camera called the Canion camera. Look it up. Look it up. The Canion camera. And see, in this Canion camera, it could, when it took a picture of you, it not only took a picture of you, it took a picture of the energy emitting from you. Canion did this, right? And it could see people from high vibrational frequencies had so much energy emitting from them. And the people with low vibrational frequency didn't have as much energy emitting from them. And now, so why is this important? Why is this important? It is important because I told my client, I said, let me explain it. Everybody, let me slow down a minute. Let me explain it. So here's how it works. The way it works is this right here. It works that when you're operating, think of energy as a radio dial, okay? When you turn the radio to a certain frequency, to a certain channel, you get what comes out of that frequency, whatever sounds on that frequency. If it's, I got Sirius radio in my car, right? If I turn to the heat, that radio station, the heat comes out. My wife just turned me on to a new radio station this morning. It's called Fly, because I just got this Sirius radio. Got all the songs, old school, and that's what comes out of it. But if you go to the heat, all right, or the groove, old school comes out the groove. But what comes out of the heat might be new rap or something like that. Now, when I tune into a certain frequency, I get the music on that frequency, right? Now, it's just like energy. When I'm on the frequency of anger and bitterness, and I want to attract someone who is loving, who is happy, it is very hard for me to attract that person because I'm on another frequency. I can only attract the things that are on that frequency. So that is the reason why I keep attracting people who are angry, people who are bitter, people who have the emotions around that frequency. Yeah, and so what I told my client was this. I said, let's start having candid conversations with yourself. And I taught her how to have them. And so I said, now, why is it that I want you to have these candid conversations with yourself? I said, because of this. Watch this. See, we have two parts of our brain. I don't want to get too far in the weeds, but I'm going to explain it to you. We have our conscious mind, and we have our subconscious mind. So let me explain the difference. Our conscious mind are where our conscious thoughts come from. Our conscious thoughts are thoughts that we are aware of. I see Sarah B. Sarah B. looked up the Canion camera. I like that. I like that. All right. So look, our conscious thoughts are thoughts that we are aware of. Now, you are aware that you're on live with Coach Ken. This is your conscious thoughts. You are aware that you're looking at your phone or your laptop or your computer. You are aware that there are words emitting out of my mouth. I am articulating a point about conversations and about energy. You are aware of that. Now, what you are unaware of the thoughts, are the thoughts in your subconscious mind. Think about it. So your conscious thoughts are responsible for about 10% of your reality. Now, this has been about to get deep. Y'all keep listening to me. Keep listening to me. I'm going to let you ask questions in a minute. Hold your questions. Now, but your subconscious mind is responsible or about 90% of your reality. Now, let me tell you what your subconscious thoughts are. See, your conscious thoughts, you are consciously aware of what's coming out of my mouth. But your subconscious thoughts are the thoughts that drive your interpretation of what I'm saying. Oh, what he's saying, that's bullshit. You see, your subconscious thoughts is the program you're operating off of. So think about it like this. Think of your subconscious mind like a computer. It is a computer with all of your thoughts, your experiences, all of your trauma, all of your emotions, all of your programming, what they told you when you were young, your subconscious mind. Think of it like a computer that houses all of these thoughts. And think of your subconscious mind like a file cabinet that houses all of your trauma, toxic, all of your beliefs. Now, why is this important? Because if mom and them told you something when you were young, do you know from the third trimester in your mother's stomach, in your mother's womb, to when you are 7 years old, that is when your subconscious mind is being formed. That is when this program is being formed. That is when your computer is being downloaded with information. When you go to therapy, what do they want to do? They want to go back to your childhood. Why is it that they want to go back to your childhood? They want to go back to your childhood because that is when all your programs were being funneled. That is when your file cabinets have been, you put all the files in your file cabinet. Okay? Now, why is this important? Because this is why just positive thinking alone does not work. You might say affirmations, and somebody might say, think positively. Okay? But it doesn't work. And you might say, well, I'm trying to think positively, but I keep thinking negatively. You know why it's not working? Because because it's a program that you have to overwrite. See, if you have a program, it's operating behind the scenes. That is why you believe what you believe, because somebody told you that, and you don't even consciously know this. Think about it. Mama told you that you were gonna never find a good man. And mama told you, or auntie told you, my auntie told you that you had to share a piece of a man was better than no man at all. And all of these things are working underneath, but you don't consciously know it. And so until you get with somebody like a Coach Ken, like a therapist who knows how to bring you from one place to the next, you don't understand what's going on. And so when I talk to my client about rewriting the program, there is a specific way you do it. And what I told her was, she was like, I didn't even realize that I thought this way, that I was so negative in my thought processes. She had no clue. And it wasn't until I revealed it to her that it all starts with the candid conversation with yourself. And so most of us, not everybody, but most of us, we want to blame someone else. We want to blame someone else for our problems. We want to blame someone else for what happened to you. You want to blame, and granted, a lot of it is someone else's doing. Part of they were the catalyst to it. But see, here's the thing. No one person is responsible for you. You know why? Yes, they may have been the cause of your pain and trauma. They may have been responsible for it, but you are responsible for your healing. How many of us want to stay? You want to stay in that environment. You know what I told a group? I said, the reason why many of you want to stay where you are, you want to know why? Is because now you and your identity is tied to your pain. You have woven an identity that is tied to your pain. And see, now, because you've woven an identity that is tied to your pain, you identify with the pain, your mere existence. Let me give you an example. You say, well, because your daddy divorced me, I ain't been right since then. Oh, because, you know what, I grew up in a poor family. And what you're doing is you are identifying with your pain, okay? Now, that's what my client did. And so I told my client, because one person did you wrong, I said, but you can change the narrative. You don't have to accept the narrative that someone else projects onto your life. You don't have to. But many of us choose to. You know why? Because it's far easier to identify with the pain. It is far easier to blame the pain for the mishaps in my life. Far easier. I could say, you know what? I grew up in a family. I didn't have a silver spoon. I didn't go to the best schools. I could say that. I could say that my parents worked all the time. I could say that we didn't have any money. I could say a lot of things. But you know what I choose to say? I choose to say that my parents gave me an opportunity. I choose to say that my dad, with the time that he had, he worked at night, but he told me, he said, listen, son, he said, I can't be at all your football games. I will be at the ones that I can be at because I got to work. I could have said my dad wasn't there, but he was there because he was there. But what I choose to say, instead of looking at the low vibrational thought, I said, my dad, my guy, he was at every game he could come to. Every game he could come to, I would see him there. Versus me saying, oh, my dad didn't come to every game. My dad wasn't there for me. No, I chose to look at it differently. I chose to reframe the thing I'm telling my brain. Y'all, this is so powerful what I'm saying. It is so powerful. The reason why I wanted to have this conversation tonight, because I'm going to do a 3-part series. But many of you know that my wife and I we're doing a tour. The next part of the tour is going to happen in my area, but we're allowing people to come on virtually. It's called Candid Conversations. You see, I started with candid conversations that you have with yourself. But y'all, there are candid conversations that we need to have as men and women, as people in relationships. We need to have candid conversations about how we view each other. And so my wife and I, when I brought this up to her a while back, I said, baby, we need to have candid conversations because in my household, we have candid conversations. And sometimes those candid conversations are centered around things that don't make us feel good. But it always helps us grow and evolve. And so what I'm going to tell people tonight, let's start and see how candid conversations can happen. So for those of you on the 27th of this Saturday, I'm having a show, but I'm streaming it around the world. It's called Candid Conversations. It is so fun. Oh, you enjoy watching me and my wife? Thank you so much. I want to say this. If you'd like to come, first of all, if you're in my area, the High Point, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, North Carolina area, I think you should get tickets live because it is so amazing. We're going to have food, live music, comedy, candid conversation. Y'all, it's going to be a way where we can show people how to talk to each other, how to bring up things, how to communicate things that you believe that are important to you. And what I'm going to say is, for anybody who wants to come, it is so fun. The last tour date we had last month, June 22nd, it was sold out. Sold out, wall to wall. We didn't offer it on the internet. We didn't offer it virtual. But this time we're going to offer it virtual. It's going to be probably a more intimate crowd. And we are going to have some candid conversations. Y'all, it's going to be fun. It's going to be it's going to be interactive. It's going to be provocative. It's going to be amazing. For those of you who want to come, number one, if you want to come in person, we have a VIP. If you want to come in person, VIP, spend an hour with me, asking me any questions. Me and my wife are going to be there asking both of us any questions. You can do that, or you can just come. You can just come. But if you're not here, you can come virtually. You can watch it virtually. We had quite a few people who watch it virtually. I will give you the link if you get a ticket. And so what I'm going to do, for those of you on Instagram and on YouTube, listen to me carefully. If you buy a virtual ticket, it's $20, and come to my event, I will send you my book called Just Ask 50 Questions to Know If He's the One. And now I've upgraded it to 250 questions. All right. Stephanie McKenzie. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie, you came last time, didn't you? Stephanie said, I'll be there from Charlotte. Wasn't it amazing, Stephanie? Thank you so much. For those, we don't know exactly when we get into the other cities. We're working on all of that now. But we're going to be in other cities, New York, Los Angeles. We're coming. But right now, we don't know the dates. But right now, you can watch it. So here's what I want you to do. If you buy a ticket, I will give you my ebook free. It's a $50 value. Just ask. It teaches you how to ask questions. It teaches you why to ask questions, how to vet a person, how to ask subconscious questions, how to ask subconscious questions to know if he is the one for you. Now, I'm going to have men at this one, just like men were at the last one. We're going to do a dating segment. We're going to have a dating segment. It's going to be good because I don't want to tell y'all about it. Get good. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, go up to my bio on Facebook, go up to my bio, click on my link tree, and you will see Candid Conversations July 27th event. Get your ticket. And once you get your ticket, email me at coachkencanion@gmail. coachkencanion@gmail. And say, I got my ticket, coach. Got my ticket. And I will email you the ebook for free. If you're on YouTube, let me put the link here in the YouTube section. Now, you can buy, I put it in the YouTube section. Facebook, go to my TikTok. Link tree, my bio, get it out the link tree. Now, here's the thing. Get you a VIP ticket. Let's spend some time together. And look, y'all, maybe we can help you in person. All right. If you are on VIP, we only do VIP in person. If you're online, you can get your ticket online. All right, y'all. But look, I'll be on here tomorrow. And if you do get the ticket, get the virtual ticket, email me at coachkencanion@gmail, and I will send you the ebook for free. All right, y'all. Tune in tomorrow night. Candid Conversations, Part 2. All right, I'm out.